Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all.
Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us.
Hi, welcome to Hot Woman Wanted podcast. I'm Julie Cola, joined by my fellow hotties and co-hosts, Julie Strauss-Greeley and Meredith Young. If you are new to the pod, we really are three best friends who obsess over everything from hot flashes to hot Bravo topics. And today on the pod, we have a guest hottie, content creator extraordinaire and social media influencer, Rupert Baxter. Welcome to the pod, Rupert.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. We're going to have a fun time.
We are. We can't wait. We have been so excited for you to come on. This is the best guest hottie ever. Okay, good.
Such high praise on a Thursday.
I mean, on a smoky Thursday.
Listen, wear your mask, carry your inhalers. Mine is right here.
My God. God.
Where your diarrhea depends, because if you've had a salad for lunch, you're in trouble.
Exactly.
It's scary out there.
It is.
It sure is.
It's like summer 2026 is taking us out, all of us.
You know? It's happening.
Rupert, so today on the pod, we're going to be talking about Next Gen. We're going to talk about Riley. We're going to get into it. We love Riley. We got to talk about what happened last night.
Yeah, we got her.
Our heart, we love her. Candy, we love her. Next, we're going to be talking about the In the City finale. Like, what did we think about that? You know what I mean? Let's talk about that. And then we're going to end with Rupert's hot takes on Love Island. We're still talking about it. We're not done.
We're not done.
Oh, we're definitely not done. They're on a press tour, honeys.
Yeah, that reunion's not till August 31st.
What? A long time. I'm so pissed about that. I can't. We'll get into it. Okay, so Rupert, let's start with Next Gen NYC. Let's go. Hot takes on that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Give it to us.
Riley, listen, here's the thing. Like, Riley was 1,000% in the wrong. Like, listen, we've all been there. People are like, oh, but she's like, listen, I've been in a room with someone I did not like and got a little inebriated. But, like, as you get older, you learn how to navigate those environments and those situations. Like, it's apparent that her and Georgia, they're not friends. They're castmates. They're friends within a friend group. So it's like, I think everything that Georgia does just really irritates Riley. But Riley is also a young 22, 23-year-old, I think 21, 22 when she was filming this, who is probably learning how to handle her alcohol, how to handle her emotions. Her mom's going through a divorce. Like, Todd has been in her life for so long. You know, she's dealing with a lot. She also has cameras in her face. So, like, she's going through a lot. And so I think the combination of tequila and emotion and lack of maturity resulted in her almost throwing a glass at someone.
Yeah.
She's having a rough 2 episodes. Like the week before with Ava what did she say? Like, I don't
say please and thank you.
No, please, no, thank you.
Didn't love that either.
I will say, Rupert, she did have a few iconic lines during her drunken episode when she said, I can't afford a Birkin. I was like, you got me, girl. Like,
well, and the funny thing was, like, everybody at the table except for Amira, who has the Birkin, who had the mini Birkin, was like, "Yeah, neither can I. Who can afford a Birkin?" Like, I loved it.
So, Georgia, you can't afford a Birkin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dame Dash sure can't, but
I mean,
I'll tell you, the only person who can afford a Birkin is Candy.
yes, exactly.
Not sure it's Riley yet.
And so I think that was a lot of a comment to, like, kind of give out and a little bit of elitist, but, you know.
I think what I would love to do from an editing kind of production perspective, and I'm wondering if it exists. My guess is it does exist, but maybe not. I'd love to know the context. I mean, listen, you definitely meet people in your life and you're not, like, great friends with them. And you're, as you said, Rupert, you're part of a larger friend group and you're filming together. You got to tolerate them. But, like, I would love, there's something here. There's something that started this, whether it was probably last season, maybe, I'm guessing. I don't know. Georgia certainly carries herself in a very interesting way. I don't think it's about the hand washing only, although that would be enough. But, like, there's something here. And I wish even if it was like a confessional moment with Riley saying, she gets under my skin and here's why. I just think we're really missing the context. And so to that extent, I think it's not a great edit on Bravo's part. I think we needed more info.
I agree. I actually saw someone on Threads saying, like, we're seeing, like, 10 minutes of, like, hours and hours and hours of them hanging out, and there's the story there that we're not getting told, and it's like, obviously, if the producers are like, do we go straight for the drama, or do we like maybe humanize this moment? I think 9 times out of 10 they're probably going to go for the drama, not humanize Riley. Maybe it comes later in this season, but like, woo, it's not looking good. I mean, it's not looking good for the girl. Like, and social media has been ablaze the last 24 hours.
It has. I feel bad. Oh, sorry, Mara. Last episode, like we were saying, was bad for Riley, and this episode is bad for Riley. And I'm wondering if Bravo is now setting up like a redemption arc. Like she's going to start off bad and then like come through in the end. But then that's going to be like a rough season for her. Like I don't really, and I love Riley, you know. And
we
she's
love
such
Riley,
a great,
yeah.
And I wonder if they're doing that because she had such a fantastic season last year.
Yeah.
Sometimes Bravo does that. If you had like a killer season, they want to like knock you down to bring you up again.
Well, I also think, I mean, I felt so much for her when she was talking to Ariana, because they're such good friends, and you can almost feel her shame, and like she didn't even know how to approach that conversation. Like we've all been there where we're like, just make it stop. You're my friend. Make it stop, you know?
And she was trying, though. Ariana was really trying, I thought.
But I did feel for Riley, because what I felt for her in that moment was like, she just wanted her friend to kind of like take the reins when she couldn't, even though Ariana tried. So I just feel for her. I feel for her.
It cracked me up that Ariana and Gia, the two girls who are not only bred and born reality star kids, but whose mothers have had unbelievably horrible moments on camera. The two of them were like, let's go, let's walk away. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do it. You're being filmed.
They understand it. And I think I actually like want to commend them both, because I feel like both Ariana and Gia did such a good job trying to diffuse the situation and really kind of like get Riley to be like, girl, you do not want this to go. Like, you're literally drunk yelling about ketamine and Birkins. Like, I mean, I'm sure about this when she's in her 30s, but like right now. And also the conversation with Ariana, like I felt so bad because even in that moment, like she was being vulnerable. It wasn't landing that well, because it's like Ariana was there for her, and Ariana's like, listen, I was there for you. I was trying to diffuse the situation. I was trying to tell you to, and I just think Riley has probably grown up a very, very, very privileged life, and she is out on her own, out from under her mother's wings, experiencing life with people from various different, like, you know, socioeconomic classes and just like ways of life. And again, it's like, I was there once in that position, trying to figure out who I am, how do I find my place in this world. Also, I have this like spotlight on me. I've had it on me since I was a kid, and so you add all that pressure into it. You know, I'm hoping that she will eventually have a turn this season. But if I'm remembering correctly from BravoCon, I think they had asked like who's gonna have like the hardest season. I think people had said like it's probably gonna be Riley.
Ooh, okay.
No.
So, listen, it is hard. Speaking as shocking parents of kids in their 20s. Yes, I use the word parent. Hang on, listeners. Keep listening. I mean, we all have kids in that age range. They're all, you know, out of the house or, you know, after college in their 20s. And God knows myself and all, we the three of us have been together for quite a few drunken nights in our 20s. It's like, it's pretty hard to have a camera on you. We've all had.
I would die if I had a camera on me. It would be really bad look. And also, I think, listen, you've had those nights where you drink and you don't remember what you said. And I think there's something about Georgia that really triggers Ryan.
Clearly.
Just like her. And like, there's always somebody in the group. You don't love her. They don't love each other. That's okay. But she doesn't remember exactly what she said. She just knows she had a shitty night, and it makes her feel bad.
Yeah.
And then and all she remembered was, I feel so shitty. Why wasn't Ariana there for me? She just remember like the dynamics of really what happened. So I think this is going to be like a hard watch.
Yeah.
It is.
I have to also give it up to Ariana. I mean, God, she's up there for one of my favorite television reality star characters, and also just the way this is also clearly a kid who's had a ton of therapy. And like I was listening to it, I was like, who's Ariana's therapist? I would like to dial them up, because like this kid is like,
she was
saying
listening
all the right things. She's like, I'm listening. How could I do better? Like, well,
yeah.
like, I'm 58. I've never asked that question.
And she was so like, even killed while even like in that moment where it's like your friend is literally kind of telling you you're a shitty friend, like you're not, you weren't there for me. And like instead of going off, she was like, I hear you, like let me know how I can show up better. And it's like
fuck you.
I've probably done that. Like,
Totally. I wouldn't have, like, as soon as you start to criticize me, I'm no longer hearing you. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
And Ariana was like, I hear you. How can I do better? How can I support you as a friend? I'm like, who is this child's therapist? Like, bravo. Like, whatever you've been doing with her is landing. Love her. Love her, love her, love her. Well, she's one of my favorites on this cast.
Me too. To go in the opposite direction, and I hate to go after the youngsters because, listen, they're great. Gia, I can't get.
Oh yeah, let's get Rupert. Okay, Rupert, we have a bee in our bonnets
he's
about
protective.
Gia.
I know Rupert's protective of Gia.
Let's hear it.
Okay, can I just say before you even start what our problem is?
What's the problem?
In New Jersey, Miss Teresa Giudice's like the iconic Real Housewife of New Jersey's daughter. She's never moving to New York. How is she on the show?
I mean, I think, they had to pitch the show somehow. Okay, they needed at least one more Bravo celebrity child to be on the show. So I think Gia has been showing up a lot more this season as herself. Yeah. I mean, she's filmed with her boyfriend now for a couple of episodes. So I think my gripes I had with her in season 1 about her being in New Jersey, I'm kind of okay with it now, simply because like she is showing up and she's being present and she's
moving story a bit, like
exactly.
Oh, by the way, she did grab Brooks into the bedroom to get him to warn him about Charlie, but she didn't realize. I'm like, don't you remember about Lisa Barlow? You're mic'd up, girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can hear you.
They have to be so used to it by now that like they literally genuinely just forget that like.
You think so? Or was she really trying to like shake up a little drama?
No, I think she was trying. I think she was trying to be a friend to Brooks. In that moment,
she was trying. They're really good friends. She and Brooks are genuinely friends outside of the show. I think they were the anchor people for the show in terms of pitching it. So I do think in that moment, I agree. I think she forgot, and she was trying to like give him a little like insight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I do feel better about her this season. That's a fair point, Rupert. I really was aggravated last season. I do feel like she's moving story this season.
Yeah.
Do I feel like I need her boyfriend Christian to like be hosting an event episode 2? I don't.
I don't either. I mean, I really don't. He's driving it from Weehawken. I don't need it. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't.
Julie, it's Jersey City. Get it right.
Is there a difference?
No. I've spoken like a true Jersey girl. No, there's not.
All Jersey girls.
What are your thoughts on the size of the cast, Rupert? Like, what do you think about all these extra people? And, like, did we need Rowan? I don't get this.
Oh, I think Rowan is a hoot and a half. I love her. And I mean, I think because of the success of the first season, like, because at first it was like, oh, it's like a Housewives kids show, but like it was more than that.
Right.
And so I think, expanding who is part of the cast and like, promoting, Shy, who is like someone's friend, like an actual cast member, I'm all for it. I don't think we needed Liam's friend Kendall. Like, I feel like she's not really brought much to the table. Personally, for me, I think we could have just done with Rowan and Liam. Obviously, like,
I like Shia.
I like Shia.
I love him. He's so great.
I think that kid is a star in the making.
Hilarious.
His facial expressions, his comments, he's panicking in every scene visibly. He's like, I wouldn't have said it that way, but it's like when he's like, hey, you want to sleep with your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend.
The guys are stars. I mean, I love
the
Charlie.
guys are good. I think the guys are good. Yeah, I agree.
By the way, to get back to Riley for 1 second, if I were Riley, I can see why if you're in a friend group, you're in your 20s, and Georgia's in your friend group, like as a viewer, she's entertaining and she's funny. Like it's funny.
Georgia's entertaining. Yeah.
Georgia. Yes. I'm just empathizing with Riley here. Like saying like, if I were 20 and Georgia was my friend group, I can see that being like, she's beyond quirky. Like she's beyond quirky. She
doesn't wash her hands.
She doesn't wash her hands. There's a
And
whole
admits it. And
gross.
admits it.
There's a whole story about aliens. Like
Her mother was abducted.
Oh my
I just was
God.
watching that. I had to watch twice. Her mother claims to be
Her
abducted by
mother
aliens.
and all of her sisters, not
Right.
just her mother. These are family abductions,
So-
and there's multiple.
it's
I
right.
think this is where the ketamine came in. I have a feeling.
Well, that was my favorite part. She didn't even deny the ketamine. She was kind of like, "Well, what? This is so interesting. What makes you say that?"
It's like, when did I do ketamine with you? And like,
Yeah, I was like,
with you, never.
I was like, seriously, I'm like, that might be a healing moment if the two of you did ketamine together. Isn't that like what the Mormon wives do?
yeah,
It is a lot of people. do.
healing in a K-hole. That's what they call it.
Healing in a K-hole. Yeah.
But
All
I
right.
could see because Georgia is such a character,
But I
right?
love
she's-
her. I
yeah,
love
I
her.
love her for TV, but I can see why Riley in real life is probably like, what the?
I don't wanna
Okay.
waste my time.
Like, why am I talking to you? Why are you
Yeah.
in my circle? Like, why am I even having to like
I can
tolerate
see
you?
that. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Because Georgia
I
lives
think
in her own
Georgia's good
universe.
TV.
Yeah, I think
I
she's
do-
great TV. Yeah.
I think
love
she's
her.
great TV. I think the camera loves her. I think even her appearance on Watch What Happens Live was absolutely hysterical.
Oh my god,
the fact
writing
that
on
she
my
had
hand.
when she had all that stuff and she was like, "Oh, I didn't think you were going to see it." And Andy Cohen's like, "Show your hand to the camera." Like every inch of her hand is coming. She's
Covered in Sharpie. Like, oh my gosh.
and the funny thing, she was like, "VPR, that means Vanderpump Rules." They were like, "We know."
You know.
It's so true. It's so true.
The camera loves her. I like her. I don't want her. I just didn't know that it needed to get bigger. I mean, I think Rowan is funny. Her social media presence. She has a real social media presence. She's definitely trying to be like an actress or a comedic person, and but like I don't know that it feels organic. Like, who in this group is she friends with? I guess that's my
Apparently
question.
Ariana, but I'm like, I wanted more backstory on like how
Yeah.
they know each other, or like if they
Oh.
actually know each other, or was this
Yeah.
just like we want Brooke Shields' daughter on our show? Like,
Right.
I'm sure Brooke Shields' daughter wanted to be on the show. She's
Yeah.
probably like,
Yeah.
Mom, get me on that show.
And I'm not here for the people online who are like, "Who's Brooke Shields?" I'm like, "What?"
what? Like, come on, like.
Rupert,
When people were like, "Oh, she was Hannah Montana's mom," and I was like, I was a little too old for Hannah Montana. Like, I was
I'm
It's
like,
she's an
kind of the
icon.
Hannah Montana
It's
of
like-
it all. Like, I knew Brooke Shields before that. Okay.
Come on. It's like as the youngsters are like, "Who's Brooke Shields?" I'm like, "Okay, she's an icon. She's a legend." To quote
Right.
the song. Like, whoa, what are we
Come
doing?
on.
no, even
Come
my
on.
daughter knows Brooke Shields is Brooke Shields. She's iconic. I mean, she is. She's an icon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Let's move
Yeah.
on to In the City
Yeah.
season
The
finale.
finale.
Want to know your thoughts?
Finale.
Yeah, finale.
Oh, okay, Rupert.
Yeah.
Lay it on us.
Hot takes, Rupert.
Like, was it a finale? Like, yes, it was it was a finale. I've heard people also bring this up just about Bravo shows in general. Like, we're tired of these shows ending on cash trips. Like, why is everything ending on a cash trip?
It's a new
Right.
thing.
Right.
I don't love it. It's giving like we're being cheap. Productions just like, let's just wrap it up like this. It's like, no. And like obviously they fast forwarded to like the beginning scene of the season of Kyle and Amanda talking in Kyle's apartment. I thought it was a good episode. It didn't give finale to
No.
me.
Yeah.
Like, so, but like I personally love In the City. Like, I'm rooting for it. Like,
Great.
Yeah.
been as an avid long-time Summer House fan and someone who like,
Same.
lives in the city. Like, I mean, Brooklyn. I'm not Manhattan.
Brooklyn.
Same. We're in Brooklyn. I'm not in Brooklyn now for the summer, but Brooklyn.
But like, I've always loved when they would shoot scenes in the city because it's just like, we love these people, but like I want to see more of their lives, more of
Yes,
their
I
stories.
agree.
So I was very excited when everything like started, and so I'm rooting for In the City. People are like, "Oh, it's boring," and I'm like, "Yeah, the first couple of episodes were a little like, meh," but I think that's us kind of like after dealing with what we had to deal with on Summer House and like
Yeah.
getting to know a whole bunch of new people that we have
Yeah.
never ever met before. It's a hard transition, and so I think by the time we got to the finale, I am rooting for a lot of people. I'm wanting to see a lot of these people. A lot of them are about to have kids. So it's like, what does that new phase of life look like after they've spent all this time shit talking, the mothers on the show?
Exactly.
So like, how is that going to change, Danielle and Lindsay's dynamic? How is that going to change, Kenny and Whitney's dynamic, them being
Right.
one of the few couples that don't, have kids.
right.
And so...
Yeah.
How do you
we'll
feel?
see.
How do you feel about bringing on like Carl or Mia? Like Mia has a cool job. She's like a real estate she's a real estate person.
See, I
I'd like
feel
to
like-
see that.
I feel like Mia is age demographically great for the show, but I feel like we need her to just maybe stay on Summer House.
Right.
Kind of like, I think this cast needs to cook a little bit more.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
when you go through a first season, especially with such a big like moment that was the Scamanda of it all, people are obviously going to be like focused on like a certain couple, a certain aspect. After this season and the reunion of In the City, like I do not want to talk about Kyle and Amanda and Wes anymore.
Ever again.
Do you feel like Amanda is going to be back for the next season of In the City?
Do I want her back? I don't know. Will she be back? Also, I don't know. I think it's like, I was reading like an article, I think in the Hollywood Reporter, where one of the executives was saying like, you know, part of these shows is like, how does the cast get along? Are people still friends? And like,
Right.
I think a lot of people are starting to do interviews now and press now, and I think the question on everyone's mind is like, how does Amanda fit in this? How do you feel?
She doesn't. See, that's my feeling. I don't think she does.
And I feel like us viewers, a lot of her people in her life felt bamboozled because people were rooting for her. Like, I'm sorry, when she got mad about Kyle, you know, going on tour and being like, you don't keep me part of your life. You're not focusing on the future, our future together. From the woman who signed a year-long lease without talking to her. No. Can I tell you? I was just like
I know. Same. Rupert, it's also like year-long lease, not a stick of furniture.
No furniture.
So it's like we're furnishing this apartment now.
She
Leaves
was
her
plotting
hoarding behind. Leaves her hoarding behind.
Yeah,
with that.
so it's like she was playing all these people, and so it's like to get mad and bamboozle all the people in your life, because everyone was like, Kyle is going to have so much to answer to, Kyle, when in reality, I think Kyle was fighting for his life.
Yeah.
And so I think it depends on like, can people in this cast forgive her who were like,
and also, where are the genuine friendships? I mean, listen, you know, if you've been watching Summer House, so I've been watching Summer House from the jump, from season 1. Like, she and Lindsay were never friends. I mean, now, do they have a recent friendship before the whole Scamanda of it all that just kind of started in the last year?
Yes.
And with the whole Carl breaking the engagement, and they were on a show together and they put them together and did a real friendship form. I think a real friendship form. It's 1 year old. It is 1 year old.
Right.
And Lindsay is definitely not forgiving this behavior, and her alliance is with Kyle both personally and professionally. So she's certainly not going to suddenly keep up this friendship with Amanda. Katie Danella, they edited out of the season because of the Amanda DeLuca. Katie Janella is from the OC.
Yeah,
we are addled-brained, but anyway, like Katie DeLuca, they edited her out of the season. You know, she filmed, but she's not in it.
I mean, I think the problem with bringing Amanda back is there's no way not to bring West into it, and nobody wants West. They're going to be, it sounds like they're going to be together, and there's no way for her to be on that cast. Everybody's showing their lives. She can't talk about West. Like, everybody hates him. In every interview I see within the city, everybody's saying like he's garbage. Like, we don't trust him. We don't really know him. We don't want to know him. And I don't know how you bring Amanda back, which, by the way, for me personally, I don't even know if I want to watch if Amanda's on, because to your point, Rupert, I want to get to know the other characters. I want to, and when she's there, it's like it sucks all the energy.
Oh,
it's
downer.
She's
a
downer.
Also, even last night's episode, she was like, for me, I watched it last night. She was like going through the motions. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as everyone was having fun, she just walked out of the room. I'm kind of like, honey, you're getting paid.
A good time.
Yeah.
Everyone's partying.
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. You're at this beautiful house with all your friends. Your husband, who you have been plotting to leave, is DJing. Like, the wine is flowing. You're also getting paid. Like,
yeah, you get paid.
Also, like, you can't have a couple of cocktails and start dancing. Like, what?
I don't need a cocktail to dance. So
Me neither.
To that point, is she is a downer, and I genuinely don't even throughout the season, she really didn't film outside of like some one-offs with Lindsay.
Yeah.
And I think she probably did film a lot with maybe her friend Katie, but like I'm assuming because a lot of the story was probably focused on her and Kyle's marriage falling apart, we didn't get any of that. like I truly don't see her hanging out with any of these people outside of the group scenes. And so it's like, why are you here? So
I know these people they're definitely Kyle's friends, and you could really see it with Kenny and Gavin. Like I really hated Kenny. Not Kenny, is he the one with the Whitney? Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't like him in the beginning, but then he kind of won me over because I'm like, he's kind of a dick in a good TV way. Like he's a good TV guy. Like he really is outspoken. He'll give. He's not scared of Lindsay.
Exactly.
Gavin's so messy. So you kind of need shit like that for reality TV. So I like them, you know. And they had Kyle's back, and they were on to Amanda. They were the only two who were like, fuck you, Amanda. We know what's going on. They knew what was going on. And they were saying, Kenny said they knew while they were filming about West. They were like, we were clocking the time, or Gavin said it maybe on Watch What Happens Live. He was saying, we were watching those Instagrams. We were clocking that timeline. Like, we were seeing what was going on as we were filming. So, like, they were aware of it. So I think they were, like, pissed on Kyle's behalf.
I agree.
It's so crazy that, like, I would say the men of the show delivered more than the women. Like,
I agree.
Outside of, like, you know, Lexi bringing the bone to Lindsay and Georgina about what Whitney said, like, cute girl, but like, why are you here?
No, I got it, Rupert. I got to tell you, I feel that way about Andrea and Lexi. Bye bye.
I think if we're snipping things,
I think this cast also needs to be snipped a little.
Who? The cast?
I think they need to be snipped from the cast.
I think we get rid of Lexi and Andrea.
I think they show up for like the group parties, like they're just friends of. They
could be friend of.
But I think I think that is fine. I think a world with Carl there. I love Carl.
I feel Carl organically belongs there because, first of all, he knows all these guys from his relationship with Kyle for years. He and Kyle are besties. They remain such good friends. He and Lindsay are in a good place. I think that's kind of gotten to the other side where it's sort of a funny dynamic now. I feel like does he have to be a full-time cast member? No. Should they have given him the chance, I think, this season and next season to be like friend of? I think so.
I agree 100%.
I think he would fit in. I do. I think Carl, they could hang out at Soft Bar for like a coffee or something.
And people are interested in seeing his life in the city, and there's no real way to do that. It'll happen a little bit over the summer, but I do think like the public wants to hear about Soft Bar. His podcast is amazing. Like he's got really great stuff going on. He deserves it. He earned it, I think.
Yeah, I think he has an amazing story. He's very attractive, and he has so much going on. And it's kind of like, and if you think about it, it's like, I'm glad that we had Gavin. Like, I think Gavin has been amazing in the city. But it's like that could have been Carl because Gavin is single, a bar owner, and like even though they were pushing like, oh, they want people who are like in that next phase of life with like, couples and married and kids, like. Gavin does not fit that bill, and so it's kind of just like, yes, he's Kenny's best friend, so it's like, he got that kind of, you know, over everyone. Like, again, no shade to Gavin, like, I think he's awesome. I met him once. He's like a great person, but I feel like that could have been Carl's slot.
Could have been Carl's slot. And I feel like I love Danielle. I liked Danielle on Summer House too for many, many years. I really like this guy, Owen. I think he's a straight shooter. They seem to have a really nice relationship. Not that I know these, let me preface, clearly I know nothing about these people, but like whoever at the dinner was like, you seem so happy. I've never seen you so happy. Like, I agree. As a viewer, I agree. Like, Danielle had a light about her that she, like, in all the seasons never had. So clearly this is a good guy.
I'm glad you brought up Danielle because, Rupert, I was going to ask you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So last week we see Lindsay with like veins popping out of her neck screaming, why are you even on this show? And then this week we see Danielle asking Lindsay, like, are we past this? Like, I mean, like, what's your take?
On Lindsay? On Lindsay.
I'm the Lindsay Danielle.
You're getting married.
I think they have, we are going to. I think in this like reality TV scenario, they have so much history, and I think like they're both, they know what their job is. Their job is to talk about the things. Their job is to like, yes, we're having this kumbaya moment, but like we have to like wrap our stuff up, and so I wish Danielle would take a lot more accountability for like the past.
Yes.
Listen, has Danielle been right? Yes.
Yeah.
Did Danielle go about it the wrong way? 1,000%. There is a way to be a friend and not be a bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think Danielle always, it's funny because like when we started watching In the City, my fiance had not seen all of Summer House, and he was like, whoa, like they were showing her like flashbacks. And I was like, right? And I was like, yeah, Danielle was a bitch to Lindsay, and
She
like
was.
came off like a hater too.
She
And
did.
so it's like,
Jealous.
yeah, you can be right, but
Yeah.
like not at my expense of like talking so down upon me. And so I think I wish Danielle could have in these moments been like, hey, like, you know what, I was really mean to you, and it's versus being like, well, I was right. And so I think maybe you know, motherhood will maybe like soften her and maybe
Yeah.
make
I
her,
think the relationship is softening her too, perhaps as well. And I think that was a little bit, maybe, again, we don't see everything on camera. Like, I think that was a little bit what Lindsay was acknowledging, or that was the grace she was giving her in the moment, which is like, you seem like a different person. You seem lighter. You seem happier. I'm not getting that undercurrent of like, they're one of those friendships that like, I'm trying to think like if you know, like they were competitive with one another.
Yeah.
It's like they're friends.
Yeah.
A
But like
one-upper,
years ago on Summer House, there was also like a competition when they were both single. It was like who's hooking up more, who's hooking up with who.
Yeah.
Then she, you know, Lindsay had this very successful business. Danielle has been always trying to be like an entrepreneur and get things off the ground. There was like real competition there that kind of undercut the friendship, and neither one of them for a lot of years would have been like, I'm happy for you. Like, it wouldn't have been so genuine. It wouldn't have been so genuine.
Hey, Rupert, one last question before we get into Love Island. Give us your take on the dress of it all.
Oh,
Pink or white?
Pink dress of it all.
I am of the generation, if you have to ask, you don't wear it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, me personally, I hate dress codes. I'm not a fan of a theme. Like, let me wear what I want to wear. It's gonna be cute.
Yeah.
I bet.
Also, like, if I'm coming to your wedding, like, I'm not gonna wear white, but like, my fiance and I are gonna be the best dressed couple. Just like putting it out there. That's why for my wedding, I'm like, listen, I want you all to just look hot. Like, I don't care what you wear. Like, please.
Right.
just look your best.
Do not show up in khakis. Like, I will judge you. No offense to khakis. No offense to khakis. But no. It was like a little pink. But girl, I'm going to wear a light colored. You don't wear light colors that light.
Right.
To a wedding themed anything. Like,
And also,
exactly.
yeah.
That could have been the bride. Honestly, she could have worn that. Yvonne could have worn
That's
that.
right.
dress.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was a cute dress. She looks
I want to
amazing.
get to know Yvonne more. Just not to belabor the In the City, but I just want to put it out there for next season. I want to get to know Yvonne more. I feel like she had a very disjointed season. We know she and Lindsay are close. We know she's also really close. She has a really nice friendship with Danielle. I felt like it was very disjointed. You know what I mean? I understood the whole wedding dinner and that went south and I felt terribly for her. But like, there was stuff missing from the argument, I think, with Lindsay, but then it looked like it was resolved, but we didn't really see it resolved. And I want more from them. They seem like a really great couple. I love the husband. He seems great.
Yeah.
I feel like they should be really main cast members. Like, I'm great with them staying on the show. My message to Bravo is I want more Yvonne actually on my screen.
Because we only got 9 episodes. I think even with Summer House, they were like cutting those episodes like post Scamanda of it all. Keep up and like, so I want to think that like In the City fell victim to that also, and that
agree.
They had to kind of give us what they could in the time that they could, and so like. One, I need at least 15 episodes over this 9 nonsense.
Same.
I take that distraction out of the Amanda so we can, to your point, focus on these other couples. Like, I genuinely like Nick, Yvonne, Georgina. Like, I think Georgina's story is amazing.
Same.
Like,
Same.
You know, really like, and like, she's so vocal about like, like, I have this agreement with my ex-husband, but like it's not easy. Like I'm trying to balance and like so I'm very excited. I hope they give it a season 2. I think they will. I don't think they want to like say like it was a failure. But no, I'm excited for season 2. Slip the cast a little bit, bring us some Carl, and really kind of like go in on these couples.
I
not
agree.
in a bad way, but like let us get
Agree.
to see them, and also more group scenes. I think that show thrives
Yeah.
in the group scenes. In
Yeah, the
group
dinner
trip.
scenes, the dinner group scene. Yeah, those are
And
the
they
best
were really
scenes.
all over like New York, which I really liked. Like
Yeah.
they were in different neighborhoods at different restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Rupert. I feel like we need a season 2 and let's dig in. I love
Yeah.
it.
Great. We're gonna move on now. Let's
Yeah.
move on. I want Rupert's hot take.
Yes.
Love Island Love Island finale, Love Island post finale. Like, what are your thoughts? I
Tell
wanna
us
hear it.
everything. Tell us everything.
And Kayda's new wig. What do you think?
Can you even remember their
You
name?
know
Can-
what? I'm so glad that the first thing Kayda did when she left the villa was go get some hair.
God
I'm not a
bless.
hairstylist, but she needs.
Rupert.
It's a lot.
She didn't recover from the speedboat. It was
Rupert, I just the morning scenes. I'm not even kidding. It almost broke my heart. Like watching her every morning, putting in her own. I was like, wait, what is happening? You got cast on Love Island. Why are you doing your own extension? She is the most magnificent, beautiful. I
Stunning.
thought she was
Stunning.
Stunning.
Funny. You know, maybe
I
they don't have
loved
good
about her that
hairstylists in
she-
Boston, wherever she's from.
literally.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
okay.
New
Yeah.
Hampshire.
So her hair.
And you'd be right.
Is that what we're doing in New Hampshire? We're putting in our own extensions when you're on television.
We love you, New Hampshire. We love
Yeah,
you, New
they're in
Hampshire.
a woohoo, yay. No, I listen. I am not a fast forwarder. I always sit and I watch. But like, we knew how this season was shaken down. Like, given like the social media of it all, like if Brennity was not taking that final crown, like the girls would have rioted. So like I fast forwarded through some of the dates. I watched most of the dates.
The dates.
Oh, I love it.
That date with Zach and Kate. Like, I'm
my
sorry. Like, they couldn't have built a nice shaded gazebo out there down by the creek.
Like, first of all, Crete,
swamp.
like, where
The
are we?
swamp.
Aren't we in Fiji? Did they fly them home somewhere? Like, I was like, where are we?
Some of the
where was
threads
the-
was like, are they on Survivor? Did they throw them on the Survivor cast?
That's literally what it looked like. It looked like the bare minimum. Also, like, there's nothing, like, yeah, that's cute when you're, like, deep in your relationship, but, like, these people are getting their hair done, wearing nice clothes, doing their makeup,
Tuxedos.
and you're putting them in a speedboat where they're getting, like, drenched. Like, and then you have Kayda's, like, natural hair frizzing under the extension.
I was like, oh my God, we are filming this. Like, can't somebody, like, you had to bring her back looking like that?
Like, she couldn't do a slick back bun. Like,
I thought she was going to break a tooth on that sandwich.
the driest sandwich. I actually made a sandwich this morning for lunch because I simply was just like, I saw that dry, hard, stale, tomato bread heavy sandwich, so I had to like recalibrate my own stance on
Honestly.
sandwiches.
I mean, it was as if they're like, okay, season's ending, we're cleaning out the kitchen.
Literally.
And then Anaya's like, more lobster, Carl? Like, they had this lavish setting.
Like it was very apparent, like based off the dates, like which order
Exactly.
like everyone
Who
was
was
going to
who.
be.
100%.
And then even like Melanie and Sincere, like they had to make their own food. Like they,
It's like, we're making pizza?
they couldn't hire somebody to massage. They said, "No, you got to massage yourself."
No masseuse. I thought they were going to have like double
No, me
masseuses,
too. I
like
thought it was
couples
gonna be-
massages.
Yes.
And also,
He's
only
making her
one
do
of
rock,
them.
paper, scissors. I mean, she wasn't even like guaranteed a massage.
Like, no, I'm not massaging you. I'm getting on the table after all you put me through. Like,
Exactly.
absolutely not.
It's hilarious. And
Hey,
then, like, them,
Rupert,
like,
what did
kneading
you
the
think
dough.
of the Rupert? What did you think of the Sincere and Melanie of it all?
Listen, I have constantly had to remind myself that these people are in their early 20s, probably have never been to therapy, have not had to embarrass themselves multiple times in life.
Yeah.
As I have watched this entire season, because my God, like if my mom and my sister are basically like, mom was on mute. Like, she barely spoke, but her face said everything.
Yeah.
Like, and with the bar that she dropped about, like, you know, why give someone a second chance when someone's waiting for their first? Like, Mom should be selling that out of her trunk of her car with the first mug. But it's just like, Melanie, love yourself. This man has embarrassed you, lied to you, made you look like a fool. You yourself have said, I look stupid, I look foolish. Movie night, I look stupid, I look foolish. Anything after that, I look stupid, I look foolish. Yeah. And you still are like, yeah. Like,
I thought she was gonna leave with her mom and her sister. I was like, that would be iconic.
Too. Yeah.
And then it was the opposite.
You would think. Her whole thing is just like, well, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna go against my judgment.
Exactly. Going against my better judgment.
And stick with you, but just so you know, like, you have an uphill battle with my family. Like, what a great way to start a relationship. It's like, just so you know, my family can't stand you.
I mean, he knows that. That was loud and clear. The sister was like, hello, beloved.
Yeah, like the double beloved, like,
When she met him, I was like, oh my God, chills.
Yeah, chills. But I don't see it for them long outside the villa.
No.
I hope that Melanie soaks it all in and realizes, like, she deserves so much more than what this man has given to her. Yeah. Especially with the name like Sincere. Everything about him is insincere.
Hilarious.
Oh my God, it's such an ironic
Did you ever, with that name, it is the best. Like, you couldn't have planned it better.
Like, this man has gaslit women probably his entire life, and it, like, now did it on national television. Yeah. And I hope that, like, Melanie realizes, like, she deserves more, because that ain't it.
Do you feel like Zach and Kayda will have stamina as a relationship? What are your thoughts there? Because there are a lot of people who feel...
He lives in Australia.
I know.
No,
well, they're in LA now, but...
I think the way Zach has moved, and also his brother, constantly on social media, I think... I mean, listen, everyone who goes on Love Island is going because they want to be famous. They want to be an influencer.
Right.
Yeah.
The love is just like an added bonus. And like,
it's about the money.
It's about the money and the French fries. Like, they're there to like have a long 6-week vacation as like nobodies, and then come out with like somebodies. So like, that's why I'm always taking my mind to. So it's like, it's no shade to anyone wanting to use this as a platform for something better. But it's just like, at least try to act like when they were in the bottom, like and Zach was like boo-hooing and crying, like being like, it was not genuine. It wasn't genuine because of the relationship. It was genuine because he's like, oh no, like, I'm not a fan favorite. The people aren't
they don't like me.
You know, they don't like me. And I also feel like with Trinity's statement that she brought out, I think because it was specifically talking about Zach, like, I think Zach was in his feelings, and that's why she put out that statement. Because it's like, if it was a blanket statement about just for the entire cast, I would have been like, but because it was specifically about Zach, meanwhile, they're all getting hate. Because the Love Island fan base, these kids are delusional and confused about like what they need and want in life. So I feel like, had the statement been more broad, I would have applauded.
It should have been. It should have been broader.
But it was since it was focused on Zach, I just know that man was probably like, oh no, mate, like, oh, like, and so Bryce was like, oh, like my buddy here is down. Like, can you you have the most followers.
Totally.
Can you post on his like? That's what it gave to me, and it's kind of just like. And again, these people obviously go here for the platform. The love is afterwards, if it does come. And so, like, I can't be mad at them for that. But it's like, don't then try to like be in your feelings because you weren't like
on the top.
On the top, like, it's a gamble. You signed up for this. There are people who were in Fiji for 6 weeks that never even left their hotel room, who may never get the opportunity to go back. So it's kind of just like. Just be happy you were able, one of the people, to actually leave, and you were an OG, and you lasted the entire time.
He really did,
So rare.
Yeah, if he had played his cards right, he really would have come out of that show with not only the platform, but like, he's handsome, you know what I mean? Like, he just played it so poorly. I mean,
Yeah.
I just think it is who he is. Actually,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he was being true to himself, which is kind of shitty. You know?
Yeah, and like even like the love stuff, like I mean, like you can't say you love someone, but like do it in a joking way, especially when you're in bed. And then the comments you made about like, oh, should we stop being intimate because if someone else comes in, like I'm sorry, like what? Like do you not hear
second
me?
Also,
after
the
they had
exclusive
sex.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did have sex.
that was in the hideaway. He
That
said
was the second
That was
after they had
crazy.
sex in the
That was
hideaway. It was like,
crazy.
well, maybe we, you know, if a bombshell comes in, it's like, wait, we just had sex. Like what?
And by the way, she looks like a supermodel. Who's
Yes.
who's walking in better than that? Like,
Yeah.
Good luck.
He got
And
Kayda.
there, to your point about the exclusive comment of it all, like if you are if you and talk a big game, you're like we're one of like the strongest couples. We've been together since day 3. Like I think they were the first couple to actually and they were the first couple to go to the hideaway.
Right.
Yeah, you can't actually commit.
I agree.
You can't call her your girlfriend.
Girlfriend, like no.
They're not there yet. They're not there yet.
You're not- and like I get it, like, but it's no.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
Yeah. I'm so I have to say, I am so grateful for that 1 hour back every night. I'm giddy. I almost don't know what to do with myself.
Listen, it's like when people, and I always love when people who are starting for the first time are like, "Wait, it comes on every night." And I'm like,
Every night.
And like when I was, on vacation, I was just like, make sure my VPN is set up. Like, I'm waking up every morning at like 6 a.m. wherever I am, so I can
Exactly.
stream the
By
episode.
the way,
Like
last year, because I wasn't watching what's it Beyond the Village? What is Sierra?
Beyond the
No,
Yeah.
after
After
Sun.
sun.
Last year I didn't, so I felt like I had 2 nights off last year. But now I watched.
After Sun.
I thought After Sun was better than the show.
Oh my God. I
That
don't
was so
understand any, and
Sierra
not just
she was great, and I
not
loved
just
Teffi.
because I love Sierra. I love Sierra. She can do no wrong. I love Teffy. And it's not because I love them so. I don't understand the criticism for them. I mean, I thought they did such a good job, and people just don't like. Same thing with Real Housewives, and same thing with the shows we're talking about today. It's like these shows are edited to a 1 hour format. It's
Thank
like,
you.
do you honestly think, knowing Sierra, that she didn't discuss and what she's been through, that there wasn't a larger discussion that was then edited down to a 3-minute clip? Like, come on.
Yeah. People have to use their brains and logic, and it's just like,
Yeah, they
and the
have
fact
to.
that they had to get online and be like, we filmed for 6 hours, you get an hour of that. Like,
6
By the way,
hours.
I watched that because I watched it like later, and I watched it the next day, and I read all the criticism, and I watched the whole thing. I'm like, I don't know what they're criticizing. Like,
Same.
I thought they were great.
On
Yeah.
Feds, I was
Right,
like, wait, I
right.
must not be getting it. I
Yeah.
must not be picking up on what they're saying. I couldn't. It was just like, come on. And then the fact, exactly, they put out that statement like, we're recording for 6 hours, guys.
yeah. Well, I think
And
it's
they're charming and hot. You know what I mean? Both of them.
Yeah.
I think a large part of the audience of Love Island is like a much younger crowd, and so I think it's like a lot of their voices are the ones that you hear the loudest because they're the ones that are like,
What are you saying about us, Rupert?
Are we not the target audience?
Wait,
What?
Rupert, are you saying that other 58-year-olds are not watching the show?
no, I'm just saying like a large part of the audience is those people who are like 18 and under.
You
who
bring
are-
up a
who have
good point.
These parasocial relationships that are just
Totally.
like, you didn't say a nice thing about the person I'm obsessed with, so you're horrible at your job. And I'm like, what? Like,
You're right.
on. Like,
You bring up a really good point. Maybe this is a good place to end with Love Island, because Mary and I were saying this. Julie doesn't agree. But, like, what are your thoughts about raising the age 5 years so that the youngest you could be to be on Love Island is 25?
25.
Why are we having 21-year-olds on here?
They're really young.
because they're
I mean,
messy.
they're really young.
They're
I
messy.
think the older is weirder. I think 30 is weird. I feel like
Listen, I think
21
when
to
Bryce
28 's even
first
more
said
than-
he was 30, I nearly fell over. I also think
Yeah.
that's a little weird.
I mean,
Weird.
I think it's a few things. I think it's one. Oh, this is so bad. I think it's like you can manipulate someone who's younger, who's not as mature. They're gonna probably go off the handle a lot
True.
more.
True.
A lot Riley. And so I think when you're younger, you're more impressionable, and like you can kind of have producers in your ear being like, "Oh, do this, do that." Like you're not that sure of yourself, and so I think, which I always like tell people, like, we're not there. We're not filming a reality show. We're not being watched 24/7. So you have to, at the end of the day, extend some grace to these individuals who are putting themselves out there. Because I can't imagine being in this bubble where you're constantly under scrutiny, you're in your bathing suits all day, like you're barely wearing like real clothes, it's hot, you're away from your friends, you're away from your family, this pressure cooker of like, I also have to stay on the show, and like someone younger is probably going to give them a range of emotions, where someone who's older is probably going to be like, you know what, I'm getting myself out the building.
You know
That's
what?
true.
I'm
That's
out of
true.
here.
That's true.
That's a very good point. I did not think of that at all.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I think it's truly because they're able to make a more entertaining, dramatic range of emotion show than someone, again, who's going to be more sure of themselves, kind of being like, yeah, this isn't for me. And then it's just kind of like, they only lasted one day in the villa.
The older you are, the more selfish conscious you're going to be. The more social media savvy you're going to be. They don't want. You have to be a little more raw because, like you said, a little more social media.
That's true. Fair point. Okay. You
I
opened
think
my eyes.
If the goal was to make people, have a little more common sense, like maybe there's a world where there's like, I don't know, Love Island, the golden years.
Exactly.
What can you imagine?
You know what? It's just showing my naivete because I'm focused on the love part of Love Island. I'm like, how are they going to find love if they're 21? My favorite thing is the comment when the first episode where they're like, I just have been so unlucky in love. I'm like, you're 21.
It's like, have you graduated college? Like, calm down. Like, so I think but I think so many, again, I was having a conversation with a friend recently about this because she was like, I was at a dinner with people and they were like 25 being like, I just have it all figured out. It's like, you don't. But it's don't. But that's going to appeal to, again, that younger audience.
Yes,
who is giving them these like record-breaking, numbers each year, because they're just like, like, look at that love, it's so real. Oh my God, give it 3 months, these people are all going to be broken up. Like,
right,
exactly.
So you have to give them like that false hope, because that's what these people are like saying, that I'm 25 and I have it all figured out and never even like stepped in a therapist chair. Like,
exactly.
So
Get on
true.
the couch, my friend.
Exactly.
Rupert, this has been amazing. Thank you so much fun.
Friends.
I know.
You do. Rupert, you do.
We can't wait for you to come back. Can't wait for you to come back.
Anytime.
Do not tempt me with a good time, Rupert.
So excited.
You have a new bestie in me.
And I know we'd have a good time down at the bar.
Oh yeah. Rupert, tell our listeners where they can find you on socials.
You can find me on Instagram and Threads at Rupert the Baxter, and then I'm on TikTok at Rupert_Baxter. And if you see me on the streets of New York, you can say hi. I will say hi back.
Love it, Rupert. When I'm back in
Careful
town,
what you wish for when
we in Brooklyn.
Fly down.
I love it. You will be back. This was too much fun.
Absolutely. Can't wait. All right,
Appointment
Hotties.
television now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rupert. Thanks, Hottie.
Thanks,
Bye.
Rupert. Bye.
Bye.